Our story starts like this, on a bright, cold morning in November, a day or so before Thanksgiving. Two former students of this university are planning to meet here at that old chapel, the Bethel, as it's called. The both of them, in the time they spent here, passed through the program that has its home in that building, the university's honors program, and you'll hear more about that soon. They graduated 3 years ago. The first of those students, there she comes walking in now, is Leslie Scriber. She's in her third year of study and research at Stanford Engineering School. She's from Mobile and has come home for a short time here at Thanksgiving to visit her family. The other student, for whom Leslie is waiting patiently, is Brady Reinhardt. He's in his third year at Perelman School of Medicine in Philadelphia. He's also from Mobile, and though well we know just how possible it is for a medical student, for the sake of the story, trust that he also found time to come home for Thanksgiving. Ah, there's Brady, late as normal. Yes, they came to be close friends here and hadn't seen one another in a while. They planned this a few weeks back since they would both be home. Nostalgic as they both are, they had to meet here and take a stroll through memory to the good undergraduate days when life was simple. And there's someone to help them do that. That's Kate Davies. She'll be graduating from her high school in the spring and has nearly chosen to spend the next years of her life here at South Alabama. And she's here this morning to personally deliver her application papers to the very same program that Leslie and Brady went through. She's making certain that this is the right place. Oh, this is the right place, all right, they tell her. Now they're all getting introduced. So you're applying for next year, huh? Well, that's swell. This is a great program. We loved it so much we came back. Well, then Leslie has to ask, what caught your interest about the program? Well, she thought it might provide a good set of opportunities later on, help her better prepare for her future, put her in the company of some other students who know what they're doing, she hopes. But a catch. A lousy cousin of hers, a past student here, though not of this program, had told her it would be a waste of her time. No, that's just plain. No, that's not. No, they say, people in their unsubstantiated opinions. He wanted to think he knew all of the facts when he never even began to experience the thing himself. But Brady and Leslie, they knew. They experienced it all the way to the end. So naturally, they have to tell her their story, or parts of it anyway, right from the beginning. This is how it really is, they say. This is the real story. Autumn, 7 years ago. At the opening of the new semester, the Bethel is alive and stirring, as it will be every day until classes end. Brady and Leslie are two of the latest group of students to enter the program, still getting used to the surroundings, still making acquaintance. Actually, here's where they meet. Anybody home? Say, didn't I see you at the retreat? That's right. We have the same chemistry class, too, don't we? And so it went. Friendships just start so easily sometimes. That's one thing your cousin couldn't tell you. Plenty of friends to be made, and most of them are a great deal of fun to be with. You'll see that yourself at the retreat come August, they say. They suppose next that Kate's cousin had also told her that the program would give her more work than would be worth doing. In fact, he had told her so. There will be work to do, as you'd expect, the thesis, your research project that's supposed to be the focus of your time in the program, they tell her in honesty. Just the same, though, you'll find as we did that the work is more than worth doing. Back into history we go. There's Brady taking his first step into the project, talking over ideas with his mentoring professor who will be his guide throughout the process. Then there's Brady writing away on a handful of laboratory notes, and writing, and writing. And here's Leslie poring over many a quaint and curious volume of propulsion and fluid dynamics, and a few other things. Brady again, buried in electromagnetic equations that look really more like they belong to Leslie. That must be why he's confused. Then, at last, after months of research and writing, the paper is finished, and as a grand finale, the conclusions reached and the methods used to reach them are defended. And if defended successfully, the paper is put on the books and the project is finished. At the end of it, you've accomplished something substantial. You've contributed something to your field, to progress. That brings satisfaction in itself, they tell her, with a sense of pride. The process is good for yourself, too, without a doubt. You've gained experience, you've published a paper, you've brightened your appearance to a prospective graduate school. They should know. Brady earned a national award for his thesis paper on protein degradation. Leslie's combined research earned her a Goldwater and aided her in securing a graduate research fellowship. As a few last pieces of advice to ease her concerns, Leslie and Brady tell her that the essential qualities of a successful student in this program are motivation, a willingness to work, and a love of learning and challenges. A character of that kind, they tell her, can never fail you. They assure her, too, that she needn't have a firm goal or plan in mind right from the beginning. With time and effort and proper guidance, all things come into place. Don't they know it? Oh, and one last thing, says Brady. It doesn't matter what stories you hear or who tells them, because you will hear stories. We know for a fact that there are no ghosts in that building. Yes, in their day, 2 ghosts were alleged to haunt the old Bethel, a sea captain and a strange little girl. At least one of them was said to be fond of the boiler room behind that door to the left. No, Brady never saw any good reason to believe they were really there. It always must have been a draft or something like that. I guess we should be going now, they say at last. They wish her the best of luck and tell her not to worry. She has a great deal to look forward to. After all that, she can't help but think so, too. It was a good thing that she came across them. Maybe she saw in them a glimpse of herself years from now. Only one way to find that out, Kate. Only one way.